decided that I would go live. I haven't gone live but twice, and I'm trying it out now. It's like 3 in the morning, and I'm sitting here working on some different projects. So I decided I would try it out and go live. Right now, I am trying to find um, where I can be able to look at it and see my own live. So when somebody comes on, I can answer or say who it is, know who it is, and I'm still looking for it. But anyway, I've been working on some projects, and I wanted to show some of the projects. I took a couple of shorts on them, but I didn't have any explanations, no, telling you what it is or anything like that. So I wanted to be able to show or tell whatever it is that I was working on. So I will show that in a minute. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm trying to figure out. It's been months since I did that last one, so I'm trying to figure out where was I when I did this live, and I believe I have it on public. Bear with me. We know I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. So I'm gonna just come out of it and go back in it and see what does it show me, and it doesn't show me. And I don't want to spend a lot of time sitting here trying to figure out where do I go so that I can see my um, the actual live itself. And it's saying live up here, so I assume that I'm live. I don't. I'm on my phone, so I don't see any comments or anything. But right now, I believe I'm the only one in here, and that's fine. But before I go to do another one, I really would like to know, where do I go? I think I found it. Okay, let me cut the volume down off of this one so that I can just be able to see the chat. Live chat settings, view channel. Okay, okay, I'm going to take this off so it won't be sitting over there. And I'll put it right here. And preferably, I will be able to see what's there. Okay, well, it's been 5 minutes. I've over here been playing with that, trying to figure that out. And I'm just going to go ahead and start working on the items that I was working on and go from there. I posted a video or short showing what I had done. Well, I purchased some containers from City Trend, and this is what the package looks like. And it's has a silicone lining right here, and it has non-slip feet, which let me just go ahead and use this one. So on the back of here has non-slip feet. It had a silicone lining, and they come six in a pack. One, two, three, four, five, six. It came six in a pack, and it was regularly $6.99, but I got it for $3 at City Trend when I was down in Georgia. So if you were interested in it. So what I did with those, I had some ideas when I saw them, which was why I first got them. And LBE had done a I think it was a short, but she used our 5-piece set right here. She used our 5-piece. Hi, Emily. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just kind of showing some concepts that I've done, but I was explaining how I did them and what I actually used on them. So I'm actually just getting started. Um, what LB had done, she used this, and it's our 5-piece set that we found at the Dollar Tree, and it had the bubble bath powder, and it has the makeup cloth. It has the wine glass, which I didn't use the wine glass, and it has a bath bomb, and it has the loofah, the purple loofah. Well, I didn't use some of the items. What I did use was I combined two items. We also got these at at the Dollar Tree as well. And this is the watermelon splash bath bomb and the foaming body scrub. So what I did was in this particular, I'm not sure if you saw the containers, but I'll show you the containers again. This is a 6-piece set of containers that I got from City Trend for $3. And this is what it actually looks like. It has a silicone piece in the inside, and it has grips on the bottom, so they can use the tray for anything once they get it. And then I took this here and this, and I combined them into here. I combined them, and then I took I have a whole two whole boxes of these little religious sayings on the lotion bottle. And so I looked at which one closely went with the rest of the colors that I had in here. And I took the purple one and I put the purple one to go with the purple loofah up there. So that's how I did that one. And I'll put that one to the side. And then the next one I did, I made the washcloth bears. So I took the washcloth bear and I put the white shred in it first so I could raise it up a little bit. But I put the pink bear, washcloth bear, and I put a lotion. Okay, I'm really new at this, so I don't really know. I see something on my screen, but I don't really know what it means. Um, so I don't want to disregard somebody if they just did something. I got cherry blossom and jasmine shampoo bar and the lotion as well as the bear that I made. And I put that one into this one and put my little bow on it. So that was the second one. And I put all of those in a short, but I didn't um do anything with, I mean, I didn't do any explaining. I just let the music play. And we've been purchasing at the Dollar Tree these different, let me show you without them being in here. We had the sugar plum and we have the sugar plum body scrub as well as the sugar plum body wash. And what I did with these two was I put them in those containers as well. I put the white shred under the bottom, and well, the silicone is under the bottom, but I put the white shred on that so that you can kind of see it from the sides. And then I put those two pieces, which is the bubble bath, I mean the body wash and the body scrub. I put the both of them in there, and then I put my little purple iridescent gradient bow on that one, and I did that one and I showed that. So that was the third one that I did with that same, these same little containers. And then this one is like a mint color bear. All of the bears I'm showing I made. I made the bears, put the little rhinestones on them, give them a little accent, put the little bow on them. And then this one, I used the lighter green that kind of matched the bear. And I used that same body scrub that was from this one. So that's how I came up with this concept. Bean gave you $20. Thank you so much, Bean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, this is all new to me. This is only my third video. I mean, my third live. So I'm still trying to learn what some of that means. But thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then I did another one. And this time I used the hot cocoa body wash and the hot cocoa body scrub. And I put it in here. And this one, I was playing around with some shrink bags that I had to see how this would come out if it was shrink versus the one that I didn't shrink. And to me, they about the same, so I'm fine with that. And then this one, I just put a burgundy-ish color ribbon on it. And the last one I did, well, I just did that one earlier. I went to, what store was I at? Pop Shelf. And I bought, it was during a time when they had the dollar candles and they had these these cosmetic organizers, and they were $1. And they only had 5, so I bought the 5 that they had. And this is the information if anyone comes on later and looks at the replay and want to know how to get them or what size they were. These are the ones I'm using. And on here it says it's 8.94 inches by 6 by 1.97, and they're really nice sides. So what I wanted to do was demonstrate, well, I did one so that you can kind of see what all you can get into that one. I used the same concept with the sugar plum, with the body scrub and the body wash, and I put that on that side. I also bought the had the antibacterial hand wipes, which is also sugar plum, and then I put a loofah on the top. And so all four of these, and then you turn it around and I use the tannish color shred for this one. But all of that fits, and I just haven't put a bow on it, but I just wanted to show what will fit in there and how all of it fits in there comfortably. And the bags that I'm using are these bags right here. And these are the bags that you purchase or that you get when you go to Bath and Body Works. And this is their large size bag. So I had a few of them. And so I just said I'll use them with these since I only have like 5 of these. So that was one of another project or concept that I had done. And I was working on another one that I just said I would do um, here on camera. And let me move over a little bit, thing things over just a little bit so that I can um, work on these particular ones. And I'm just going to sit here and um, put it together. We also bought, they have a new set out at Dollar Tree, and it's red velvet body wash, mini bath pearls, as well as the sugar scrub. And that's all 3 pieces. So I'm using 5 pieces pretty much in this container. Um, so here's the container that I'm using. And what I did was I put white shred in it already. And I made a little, um, I took the packaging paper and I put it inside and I wrapped here. And I'm going to put that on one side. What I did first was I took the body wash and I put it on one side. I put the sugar scrub on the same side that the body wash because it fits there perfect. And then I took this side and raised it up more because this is already raised up. And I put the pearls here. And then I put a red one that I did. I did put a red one that I did. And I'm trying to see, I'm looking on my phone to show me, okay, to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, now I can see. But I took the red and I moved the pearls over just a little bit. And I put the bear up at the top. And then this is a light pink or a light peachy pink writing that's on there. So I took this rose and I'm going to put it right. Let me turn it around. And that's what the ending product ends up looking like. And what I did with it, what I'm going to do with it is what I did with the other ones is I just taped it across so that nothing will come out, nothing will come loose. And I will probably that's not long enough. I will probably shrink wrap this one as well, but I won't be doing it on the camera. I just wanted to put some concepts together while I'm live. And then I'll just go ahead and shrink wrap some of them, and some of them I'll put it in a bag. But when I did the other ones where with the bag and I taped the cross here, everything stayed right there. So I might just look and see. Am I not making these long enough? I'll just look and see how it looks once I tape it across. Okay, now Everything is taped across, and that's actually what it looks like now. And now that has, as I said, that has 5 pieces in there. And I will try this bag and see um, what I get. Welcome to anyone that comes in. If I missed you, because I think it's showing that I have 15 people watching, but it's not really showing me anybody that says hello or anything like that. So I don't want to not say hello to somebody that I can't see. And I realize, I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but 3 o'clock in the morning to me is like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning to somebody else, because Um, I'm usually up sitting doing what I'm doing, but this time I just said, let me go live and try to see, so I can start being able to understand what's on here and how to go live and all of that. And then I'll just center it, and tape down both of the sides. So I might not have to shrink wrap this one. And then just put a nice bow on that one, like I did this other one over here. And so that's the second one. And this was the first one that I did with this same container. This is the second one. And then you just tape the sides. With this one, I tape the sides down real nice and smooth, and tape the sides. And then I tape this bottom piece down on both sides, so that all you see is what's right here. And then I will put a nice little bow. I have some bows made. Let me get one real quick. It may not match, but I want to just get one and put it on there to show. We'll go with one of these that I did already. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Thank you. See, I made this bow, and it really doesn't match totally to what I just did, but this is how it will look once you put the bow on it. And you cut the ends of it, and all of that. This is how it would end up looking. And then for the red one, I have a red, and I'll show you how that one will look as well. See, I have a red and white one that I did. And that's what that red and white one would look like. So those were really simple concepts that, as they were saying, I did some 2-piece, I did 3-piece, 3-piece, 5 pieces. Yep, this one was 5 pieces, and the other 2 were 2 pieces. These 2 were 2 pieces. And I started another one. I didn't put any shred on it in it, because I wasn't sure on what I really wanted, but I wanted to use these products. This is the spa spa therapy, the coastal capri, and it's a three piece set to this one. And then I had a green loofah, and then I have a bear that's a mint green color. And then what I was going to do with that one was go ahead and I can put white, but I think I may just put the tan color in there. Actually, I have not even given any thought about selling any, Tanya. Here is I sat down about a couple of weeks ago and made all of these in the blues. Here's a gray, a red, another blue, a white, and purple. But I have on my I think I had, it's either a short for showing the bears and how I did them, and then I did a video on how I did them because it's just a washcloth. Actually, let me see. Would do you want me to show you how to do one? I watched the video, but my hands won't allow me to do the ears. The easiest way I found, I have a washcloth right here, so I'll do it. Let me put this to the side for a minute, and I'll go ahead and do it. The easiest thing I found. Let me cut this off because this is on the wrong side. Is I fold one side and roll it to the center. Then I fold the other side, but you can't see me. And I rolled it to the center. And then after I got both of them to the center, I'll hold it up. When I got both of them to the center, I grab the center mark, which is here, and I twist it. Once I twist it, when you twist it, you just open each side up, just like that. And then you take a rubber band and you bring it down. And because this is a really skinny washcloth, it's not going to be as full. But now what you have is, here's the legs, here's the arms, here's the head. And then you just take, I use clear rubber bands, like the clear rubber bands at Dollar Tree. And it's like 600 or 700 of them in a package. And then all I do with the ear is I make me a little poof part. And I grab there. And now you have one side of the ear. And then you turn around and you get another rubber band and you try to look at it so that you can see that you're putting it in the same spot. And then you go ahead and you put the other rubber band on. And then you sit there and you poof out. I say poof out, but you puff out. You puff out what you want. And you go to the back and you push forward because if you want, you could just leave it like this. And then this, I have like a little burgundy color ribbon. Then you turn around and you take the ribbon and you make you a little bow like you tying your shoes, like you tying your tennis shoes. This one is not long, but it's long enough to do what I to show what I wanted to what I want to show. So now, there you have it. Did that help you? Hi, Michelle. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. And see, that's a little teeny bear, but that was a little teeny washcloth that I was using. But this is what I played on. Um, I think they come 6 in a pack at the Dollar Tree, and they were microfiber washcloths. I bought a pack of them and I just sat down and I kept playing. It didn't look right to me. I took it apart, started all over again, and I just kept playing with them because it was nothing to me. It was just a washcloth and rubber bands. So if it I messed it up, I took it apart, started all over again. And the whole key was you got a separation for the legs and you have a separation for the arms so that you could actually see that those are arms. And then by me being extra in some areas, let me see where I put. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Well, they're white, so we're going to use them anyway. Okay, I have a container that has all these different color rhinestones in all different colors, rhinestones, pearls, all of that. And since I just did this one in burgundy, and the closest I have to burgundy is this purple. So we're just going to take 3 of these purples off, and I'll show you how I did the actual, made the eyes and the nose. And this is adhesive gems. Okay. And then that's how now you make it and you have your eyes now, your eyes and your little nose. And then you put in whatever ribbon that you want on, let me see, a few of these, like this one here that I made. I gave him regular these little black eyes that you get when you could just buy them at the store. And I decided to try them to see how I like them, and I'm not crazy about them. I prefer these, my little gems. But I actually put a charm on them. So I bought a whole bag, I think it was like 50 or 60 charms in there. And I started putting, but you have to have small ribbon and not big ribbon because your charm has to be able to go through it. But I bought some jump rings, so now that doesn't make a difference. I'll be able to put them on there. I can go back and put some on it or put them on the next ones. Like this one says love, has a heart. This one says believe on that little, but I have to get a jump ring so that I can turn it around and you'll be able to see what it says. But it's up to you how creative you want to get with it or how simple you want to get with it, because you could just do this and not have any of the gems on it, and it'll just been a plain ribbon. I mean, a plain bear. but you can differentiate to tell that this is arms and this is the legs. And see, this one is small compared to the other ones that I've done. And then this was a larger um, washcloth. It was a much thicker washcloth. So the thicker the washcloth is, the better. These were kind of thin, but they'll serve its purpose. But these are what it looks like when you use the thicker ones. And at the time when I first did these was my first ones afterwards. And so I'm gonna take this little black piece off that I was using for the nose because those are too small. And then I put a pearl on that ribbon to match these pearls. But I have some smaller pearls now, so I'm gonna put the smaller pearl where the black is for the nose before I put this one in with one of my concepts. But I've been looking for more of those type of washcloths, and I think this was the same one. But this is when I first started doing it, and it looks more like a blouse and pants, and you don't really see the arms because the arms you see them better on the backside. And then when I figured out how to do it where the arms are open in the front, that's when I started doing these where you can see the arms are open and leg is open. So that's how I started doing that. I wanted to do some bears on my own, so I decided to do it that way. Thank you so very much, but you really need to consider selling them. Um, I can think about doing that, but I never thought about it. So would that, with me showing you what I just shown you, would that help you be able to do some for yourself, or are you trying to purchase some? And here's another okay. And if you need any help with it, just reach out to me on a on one of the videos and just tell me if you need any help and I can go through it with you again. Here's another these are little small concepts that I did, and doing this one I actually used let me see. This is what I used to make these. It's a lotion, it's a body wash and a hand cream, and then I put the little pink bear. Now this one I didn't decorate. I didn't put any stone rind gems on them or anything. I just left them plain. And this is actually a flower pot with the bottom base. And so I just took that. Hey, Miss Joy, how are you? I forget it's 3 hours. Your time is so it's 3:45 my time. So you're 3 hours ahead. I'm just sitting here working on some baskets, and I just decided to go live to see if I could get it right since this is my third time. You're out 3 hours behind me. Oh, okay. So it's 6:45 there? Oh, okay. Okay, it's early morning for you. Actually, this is what I did with the flower pot. I put oh, it's 12:45. Oh, okay. Okay. I put body wash, hand cream, and I put a little bear. These little bears that I make, I put them into this flower pot. And basically, I used the hand cream, turn it that way, the hand cream and the body wash. And then I have the base, the flower pot and the base. And then with this one, I was putting this bear right here in there. So I have to put some paper down first inside. And then I have tissue paper. Let's see what's color. I'm going to kind of spruce it up a little bit. I'm going to use this red tissue paper. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that one. Well, maybe when I go out later today, I can go and see if I can find if anybody still have some seeds. And I could put, cuz one of the concepts that I did, I put a cup and I had I put some tea in it. Yep, like this is an idea that I'm working on, and I have this, I'm putting this in a bag together. And inside, I gave them hand wipes, but I also gave them a bag of tea. Since this is one of the cups. So yeah, I guess I can get some tea bag. I mean, some seeds and put that in the back part. So when, like you said, when they use these, they'll find the bag of seeds as well. And I had this little base that I used, and I kind of played with it a little bit so it would bend in, and it would go down in the back, and it would support the bear because the bear is not but so big or so strong actually because it's a washcloth. And then I just take these and I tape them together, and then I put them. I put them there so that they don't move. I tape them to each other, but now I see I need, with this one, I need to tape it all the way around so that they will stay. And now they're going to stay, and then I'm going to put some shred. And I think because I have blue and red in here and red in the bottom, I'm just going to put some white shred that will cover the actual red, but that will blend. And now this is 3 pieces. It's an inexpensive gift, and it's not necessarily a gift that has to be just for Christmas. And since I have some more flower pots that I'm making like this, I'm not going to close them up because I want to go ahead and try that idea that Miss Joy came up with. Okay, Miss Joy. I did baskets a long time ago. Um, the late, let's see, we moved to Georgia in 2001. I stopped in 2000. 1997, 98, 99 was when I did baskets, and I did them on the street as well. I sold a lot of them to my coworkers, but I also did them on the street. Good morning, Tasha. How are you? I'm just on. I've been doing some different concepts, and I just came on since I was already sitting here doing them. I said, why not go live? This only my third time going live, and I'm trying to learn all of the stuff dealing with going live. So I just said I'll just sit here and, as they say, kind of talk to myself while I'm doing making my baskets. But thank you for coming in. I was just showing them one of the little baskets that my little small inexpensive concepts that I've been doing. Um, these were flower pots, and then I turned them. I just put the little lotion, hand cream, the bath gel, and my little bear that I made, and made them a three-piece, as they've been calling them, three-piece specials. So here's one that I did that I've already bagged up. But Miss Joy gave me an idea, was to go and get some flower seeds and put them, like I'll put the flower seeds in the back. So once they open it up and everything, and they'll get ready to take everything out, they'll have a little pack of flower seeds so they can plant something. And here's another one that I did. And all I did with this one, it's a body lotion, body mist, and then I put a loofah behind it. This, and has the same concept, but I think I like the flower seeds, so I'm not going to finish this one so that I can take it loose and put the flower seeds. I'll go and get some flower seeds later on to put in there. And another basket that I worked on that I didn't put a bow on yet was this one, and it's an actual four pieces: the body wash, hand lotion, um, facial wipes, and a little I mean hand soap, I'm sorry, and then a little hand lotion was for that one. And I haven't put a bow on that one yet. I haven't figured out which bow I wanted to put on there. What am I selling which ones for? The small ones? These ones, Miss Joy? Depends on which ones, what I have in them. These are either going to be $15 or $20. Yeah, right now I'm trying to do a lot of inexpensive baskets so they can be grab and go, because I'm working on and I have to finish that up later today after I go to sleep and get up. I'll work on this order that I got, and it's 10 different they're going to be in bags, like almost like this, but they're like this concept. It's the cup, the tea bag, the facial wipe, and a hand soap. And then I'm going to put it in a bag. Let me see. I might be able to. Let me see how it goes in here. Somewhere is my top. I have a white top to it. Let me try this one. And I'll put the top right there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make sure I cater to the kids when they want to just buy a gift for somebody, and they're not looking, they're not looking to spend $30 and all of that. They looking to spend $15 to $20. I want to be able to accommodate, and all they have to do is just figure out what color they want. So pretty much it'll be like this with a bow on it. And they'll end up with actually 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And then it looks nice from the back, and it looks nice from the front. And on these, I don't usually put shred in the bottom or anything like that. I just make them basic. The simpler, the better. But I'm trying to cater to, and that's like these. I think that these will appeal to a little child or a teenager that wants to buy gifts for relatives. And especially being that they come in all different colors, the pink, the blue, the purple. Let me see what other colors. It was a lot of colors to those. Let me see. I have a gold as well, but I'm not sure if I want to put these bigger ones. I like the smaller ones better than putting the larger ones in there. So I'm still kind of trying to decide. Do I have greeting cards? No, ma'am. I don't have any greeting cards. Now I have cards for Valentine's Day. I have cards for Mother's Day, but I don't have any. I didn't get any cards for Christmas. Okay, I was trying to see. Yeah, no, I don't have any cards. Miss Joy and Tasha, I'm not sure if I showed you. Uh-oh. Showed you a couple of the ones that I worked on already. So I'll pull them back over so you can see what those look like. This is one of the 4-piece sets that I did. And that's with the body wash, body scrub, sugar plum hand wipes, and then the loofah for that one. And then this one is 5 pieces. And this is the red velvet body wash, the sugar scrub, the mini bath pearls, my rose. Only I didn't have a rose in that one. My flower, rather, and then my rose in that one. Yeah, that's what I normally do for Thanksgiving. For Valentine's, I gave them a whole package. I had flowers, I had the bear, And then I had the basket with everything. So they had a full package for everything. And here's a few more of the different ones. Was a 3-piece that has a bear in it. And then this one has a bear in it. And they're all different colors. So I'm gonna lay these all out pretty much so for the kids and the teenagers for them to look at and be able to say I got a nice gift. And then this is a 2-piece. These both here are 2 pieces. They're bath body wash and body scrubs. And so I'm trying to appeal to different people, but I want to be able to have some inexpensive items that they can just come, because I'm going to be doing a couple of shows for December, and I want them to be able to say, can I get 5 of those? Can I get 5 of those? Like I have an order for 10 of these. I have an order for 10 of these, and this order came from where I just the end of last month I did 47 of these. And one of the people that the gift was given, that was given this gift, ordered 10 for themselves so that they can give as gifts. So that's pretty much what I was doing. I was just sitting here putting those together and closing them up. And I said, well, let me go live and try to do it, see how I come out and see how comfortable I am, doing this. Like I said, this is my third live. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get comfortable. But like somebody told me, the only way I can get comfortable is I have to start doing it. So that's why I'm on here now. I said, nope, I'm sitting here, I'm making baskets, go ahead and go live and do it that way. Oh, you're not stopping me from working. I had one more that I wanted to work on, and that was my pretty much my peach color. And that one I'm doing pretty much, I'm gonna do it almost like I did this one. Almost like I did this one. Thank you, Miss Joy. Tasha, what are you working on? If you're still here. See, I wanted to put my bear in here, but I don't think he fits in here well. So I may need to put more if I'm going to give them just these 4 pieces. And I can put this in here so that he can sit up more. Yeah. Okay, I'll take this one down after I gets this one in here real good. And then it should not. Miss Joy, is your quilting coming along? Tanya, are you still here? But I think I have room for a flower. Let me see. Okay. I apologize. I haven't had a chance to. I was kind of under the weather a little bit, and now I'm back kind of up, moving good. So I still owe you at least three. I wanted to try to send to you. So since the project is still going on and it's not over, I can go ahead and work on the three ones that I wanted to send to you. Because one of mine was with African print fabric. I just had a whole lot of different pieces of African print fabric, and I was going to put all of that together and send that to you. So by the sound of it, it seemed like I still can. So that's what I plan on doing for you. Um, see if it was smaller. If I had a row of them. Well, let me try something. If I move this all the way over, not sure if I like this with this flower down here. It's like it kind of makes it off. Let me take the flower out and just oh, wait a minute. I'm working on the Tanya, I'm working on this one. But I think I'm gonna move the loofah out the way and put the flower up there and open up. Wait a minute, I'll show you where my thoughts are. Okay, put the flower there. And because you can kind of manipulate the loofah a little bit, I can put the loofah in this middle piece. I have to see if I like this one. Do I have a purple? I just pulled out some. Wait a minute. No, I don't have a purple small. These are the small ones that I have. I have that one. The purple one I had was like this, and I put that one in here. I got to get some more small ones because mines are really, really big. Good morning, Sanice Arthur. Well, Tanya, what I did today pretty much is I said, well, I'm just going to get on, turn on the live, and I'm going to sit here like I'm just talking to myself and just do what I was doing before I hit the live button. And that's all I did. I was like, wasn't trying to let my nerves get the best of me or anything. I was like, okay, you worked on this one and you worked on that one and you worked on a few other ones. Just keep working on them and just put the live on. So that's what I did. Okay, so you think I need to put another color versus the green as far as the loofah is concerned? As far as small colors are concerned, I only have these blues, the green, and this orangey color, more of a coral color. But I sit down here hours and hours at a time, working on stuff. Sometimes I talk to myself. I never answer me back, but I do talk to myself and I go, no, I don't think I like that. No, I don't think I like that one. Let me try this. Let me try that. And so that's kind of what I was doing tonight. And see, I pretty much also could just not do anything else and leave it just like this because that looks nice and simple right there. So, what's your thoughts on that? Just leaving it just like this. You said the coral looked better than the green. I picked up the green because it had green leaves in it. But I'm going to put it right here in the middle so it will be like that. Because if I did the white is, I think, is too big for that spot. Because it's thicker than, I can't separate that one like I can do the other ones. That one is too big, but I can separate this and put it right here in the middle. And it would look like this. Alicia, how are you saying make them so that they can create them themselves? Okay, that's how that one will look. And the loofah does make it look fuller. And now you have one, two, three, four pieces, and then you have your little rows. Thank you, Tanya. And then I would just take this one. Then I fix the other sides. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Miss Joy. And I let the air out of it and then seal up the bottom. And even though I won't use this ribbon, because this is a greenish color ribbon, it'll be a different ribbon more than likely. Um, Probably one that'll pull. I don't think I'm not going to use any of those colors. So it actually could possibly be this green because it has orange, it has coral in it, and it has shades of green. And that one had, yes, I got a lot of the candles from Pop Shelf. Now, what I'm going to do with the candles from Pop Shelf, I'm going to do like I saw, um, I don't remember whose video I was watching, but I was watching somebody's video and they took the candle. Let me move. They took the candle and put it in a they made a little, like I have these cardboards that I use to put as backings, and then some of them I will decorate, some of them I leave white like this. But they actually had, I'm thinking it was a more of a little box, but they had a little box, and then they sat, and it was they used wrapping paper and covered it, and then they set the candle on top of it, so it gave it some depth to raise the candle up, and then they just put it in a bag. So you almost would just take, let me see, where's those bags. I have some bags that I got. I want to say they were small or extra small from extra small. They're 7 by 12. So let me see how that will fit. See, this one might be too small. Yeah, that one's too small. So the 7 by 12 is, the width of it is too small. I'm going to use one of the ones I got from Bath and Body Works. And let me see if it'll go in there. And see, they had it sitting on something. And then if you're doing it for Christmas, hold on one second. Let me get a couple of flowers. And let me get this piece that I have. Let me get a Christmas flower. Okay, now I'm going to change up for a minute. Instead of using this silver one, I'm going to use... No, these aren't shrink wrap bags. These are actually the bags that when you go to Bath and Body Works and you buy different items from them, and they give you the free bags to use, and so you can use them as a gift to somebody if you want. Okay, when I went to the bin store, this one is kind of deformed a little bit, but I bought a I think it's like 12 in a pack or 24 in a pack. And what I can do with that is I can take this and either hot glue or glue dots on it. And I can decorate it with, I'll give you an example. Let me see. I know I have some gold right here. And I have some red. Okay, trying to find something that's the exact width of that, so you can see what I was talking about. Let's see, this gold might do it, and this one might do it. Let's see. Nope. I don't want gold on gold though. All the gold ribbon that I have, and not one is that size right now. Now that's more, no. I'm going to pretend this one is the size that I'm looking for. Since this one is a small piece. The ribbon is too big, but for what I'm trying to demonstrate, it'll do what I need it to do. And so if it was the right side and would just go that way, then you could take that and glue that together. And since these are red and gold on the ends of them, considering that it's a candle and they're not going to light it right now, but going to them, you could do something like this. Now that's 3. And kind of glue them together and give them a nice little flower. Oh, now it almost looked like a flower pot. And then glue it together. And since I don't have it glued, I'll just take one piece and put this piece in there and pretend that it's glued together. And I know the poinsettias are not going to stay still because they're not glued. And then you pull the bag even, fix your flowers up. Good morning, Sandra. Yeah, I can put them at the bottom as well. You're right. But that would look really nice. And then, because I've done that plenty times. Now I would take this off if I was going to do that. Move it over so that all the flowers are covered. So it took 6 flowers to cover that. And then you just glue it down and glue all the flowers on there. And now you have a nice, I'll hold it up. You have a nice base, and then go ahead and put it inside of the bag. And then that's one way that you could do it, by putting it on a riser. And then another way is I have the different flowers here, and almost kind of put it on the side there. Kind of tape them on, cut these off, cut some of the stems down and tape it off the side and make it a nice full, let me see. See, look at like this. Okay, see how full that looks right there? And let's say we cut off all of these and cut them down so that we can hide them. And I'll just do it kind of and sit them on top, let it sit on top of it. So now, because you got a variety of flowers, they kind of falling apart there, but you got a variety of flowers, and all of these are just the different poinsettias with the berries and a couple of pine cones in them. And that's another way to present it. Put it in the bag, have all of this together there, nice and neat. Put it in a bag without a riser, or just make a board. I see something that I can use. This little box. Something like this, and then let's say use your wrapping paper or whatever kind of decorative paper or sticky paper, whichever one you have. Wait a minute, I got one of those is glitter. I got glitter everywhere. And this is what they were doing. This was the base. They set this on top, and I don't remember how they decorated. I think it needs to tell a story. Relaxation. Do you have another coffee cup or wine glass? I have plenty of coffee cups. Wait a minute. Coffee cup and the different tea bags that can go in it. This is like chamomile, honey, and vanilla. So it could go in something like that. Um, Something flat. Oh, I'm not sure how this concept will go, but give me a minute and I'm gonna try something else. That's gold. Um, this is a plate that I got at um, Hobby Lobby. Do you have a coffee mug? Yes, ma'am. Let me try. Wait a minute. Let me get one. Those are blue. Those are orange. I have a white coffee mug somewhere. I have this one and I have some regular plain ones that I don't have anything on them yet. So, but I'm not sure. I know I don't like these two together because this more look more classy. This is doesn't go with that one. It almost like I would need a wine glass to go with this because this coffee mug right here won't do it. Now, one that may be plain white and have gold writing on it or something like that, I think it will go well with that one, but not. Um, and now that I pulled this one out, the red won't, it's not doing anything for me. But yeah, when I do the different ones with the candles, I always try to make it more relaxing because I try to give you a candle, um, a prayer, might be a prayer journal, stuff like that. That's kind of in a relaxing way. Yeah, yeah. The tea, all of that is what I do, what I like to put with candles. That little flower part didn't come out too bad. And looking around right now, I definitely do not have, let me see. This is the little small reusable wine glasses. So that's almost how that looks with that. But that, I think that one would have to be something I'd have to go out and purchase. Because right now I don't see that I have what I want to go with this. And I got 20 of these, some in gold and some in silver. So, Tanya, did that help you? I think Tanya asked that question. Okay, good, good. The clear cake boxes so your flowers don't get smashed. Actually, I just went to Hobby Lobby earlier and I got, let's see, what size did I get? I don't even know what size this is. I hadn't tried it out with anything. I just kind of put it together and I hadn't taped it. I think this was like 6 by 6 or something like that. Let me try taping it together, that part together all the way first. I don't like my fingers because that don't close all the way for some reason. Let me see if I was going to use this, would this work? This box kind of this particular, I have to see what else you have to do to this one, but this is flimsy to me. But that's how it can look in the bottom, and that's not bad. The flowers definitely make it stand out because the flowers are have gold in them. So, what'd you think about that one, Tanya? And Sanice and Miss Joy? Yeah, I would totally cover the bottom up. Yeah, I would totally cover the bottom up. And I have some gold, um, almost like wallpaper. Yeah, I put a cardboard bottom at the bottom of the box, and then fix. Well, I might actually do this now that I'm looking at it. I just have to get me some cardboard and cut it to the right size, and then put that I call it sticky paper. We everybody peel and stick paper. Um, and it's I have that in gold and a various other colors, so I can put that at the bottom. Let's see, cause see something like this. Let me just take this out and try it for a minute. See how my flowers and fell off because they weren't glued on there. Okay, something like that. Yeah, it can be that size. Yes. I didn't pick them up. I saw them the other day and I said I'll get them, and I walked around the store and I forgot them. So when I was in Dollar Tree, I saw it was like a box that had 12 different individual boxes, and I saw how LBE and so a whole bunch of different ones took them and wrapped them with wrapping paper and put a little bow on them. So yeah, I would do that with them. Well, I'm gonna try putting my flower back together again, since it's not, I don't have it glued down. I'm gonna try putting my flowers back in there. And then put it back, and let's see how it looks with the support of that box, that little white box I just put down in there. Okay. Yeah, that made it a lot more sturdier too. Okay. And then, now that part I don't know yet, because I'm actually liking this just like this. I'm thinking maybe at least $15. Because once you get the flowers put on right, and there's no, like, I can see areas on here, but if I have to put, I think I got like 5 flowers here. If I have to put 6 flowers there to make it nice and full and pretty at the bottom, and then you put the matches in there, you will put that with, since it's gold, I will put it with make the match thing gold. The little box of matches, I would make that gold to go with it, and then I put a nice pretty bow on it. Um, Amen. Okay, like just saying. Now I've never put ribbon on one of these boxes, but I'm gonna give it a try for a minute. Let's see what it does. This box gave me a run for my money, because I did not know how this box was supposed to be set up, because it don't give you any instructions. And then I've seen them take the box think you have to have more of a tail. And they took it and they twisted it, and I might be doing it the wrong way, because if you go to put, but that's just to give you, and that's using gold and silver. I mean gold and red, since everything down there is gold and red. But yeah, now that we're sitting here talking about this one, and I have to go back and watch somebody's video of how they did these boxes and how they decorated the boxes and put the, so that they can have the bow up here at the top. Because right now, the way I have it, the bow will be at the bottom. And I know that's not how it's supposed to be. But I will go back and glue this on so that it would stay, because that actually looks really pretty. And that's not what I was intending on doing, but that's how things happen. Bring the long piece up. Okay, the long piece up. You just make a bow. You mean like that? Because, see, I was trying to do it where this one was this way, this one went that way, and then it was finished. But it's almost like you almost have to do that from the bottom. And then they twisted it, and they went this way. But when you go that way, it puts it on the bottom and not on the top. So wait a minute, I'm gonna try this one more time. Let me make this one longer. Okay. Okay, so then you come up. I know this is not how it is, but so now I need the other side to be longer. Yeah, so it will be longer, make a bigger bow by doing it the other way. But for me not doing it, it came out pretty good. What you think? Okay, Miss Joy, thank you for coming in and being with me. Sanice, like this? Thanks, Tanya. But yep, I think this is going to be a project. I got to go and get me make this the bottom piece, figure out what they use to make this bottom piece. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. And this is going to be ready to be sold. Sure, because I got a whole bag full of these I got at the bin store that I can use, and they don't have the piece on the back. They have the piece on the back of them to put the stems. But when I saw them, I thought about being able to use them for something else. Because it can even go like this. See what and that'll continue from down here with those right there. Put one up here and glue it up here to the top of the bow once you get the bow right. And I think this red and gold ribbon will work just perfect with this. Okay. I will go back and start all over with this one when I once I go to bed and get back up and come back down here to start working. This gonna be my first project to finish up because I like how that came out. And even though, as we said, that was an accident, that wasn't that wasn't supposed to be like that. But Tanya, I hope you were able to that was able to help you out some. Okay, Tanya. Well, we can get back on later on tonight if you want to, maybe around so it won't be so late because I got to go to church in the morning. So maybe around 11 tomorrow tonight, and then that way I probably be done them. I'll be put glued it together and put it all together. Found me a bottom piece, and I might be went to the Dollar Tree and got the packs of matches, and then we could see what a finished product looks like. Okay, okay, then I'll get back on tonight at around 11, between 11 and 12 tonight, and I'll just go ahead and try to put a couple more of these together so that I can do some of the silver and some of the gold. And I'll see if I can find, because these are only in gold. And I'll go to the store and see if I can find some flowers that have gold in them. And if I can find me some, I mean, I've got silver in them. I can find me some flowers that have silver in them. I can use those with the silver ones. And then that way we can do the gold ones, and we can do some silver ones. And that way you can have both of them kind of to look at and be able to put together. That sound like a plan? Well, I'm glad you said I'm Shanice. I hope I'm saying your name right. I am so glad that you did say something because I wouldn't have thought about putting them together like you were saying. Cause I didn't even I bought 20 of these. No, actually I got 26 no, I take that back. I'm sorry. I have 32 of these because I bought 20, 10 gold, 10 silver, and then I had 12 given to me, 6 gold and 6 silver. So I got 26 and 26 of each one of these. And I was trying to, when I looked at them earlier yesterday, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, but I would sure like to take them out with me and also take them to my couple of events that I'm going to do in December. But because I'm going to do some street selling probably the first week of December. Excuse me. The first week of December, I'm going to go out that weekend. Good morning, impressive designs by Shawnee. How you doing this morning? But yeah, Sanice, we definitely thank you and I'm always considering, they say that's called being in the bushes. I am always in the bushes. I very rarely, when I go on people's lives, say anything. So I'm really glad that everybody that came on and everybody that was here kept talking to me and giving me ideas and saying, why don't you try this? And what about this? So I'm glad that I was able to help you all and you all helped me. But we're gonna put this together and glue it. I'm gonna glue it all together and everything, and we're gonna put this together and we're gonna see how this come out with everything the way it's supposed to be. And by that time, I look at somebody's video to see if I did this ribbon right. Because I have it's one piece on each side, but right here It's two on each side, and I don't think theirs was two. Yeah, I'm a 100% craft person. I love to do just about try a little bit of everything. I do rhinestones, embroidery, um, what else? I make jewelry, I do flowers occasionally. So I like to do it all too. No, I didn't. My Matter of fact, when I went up there yesterday, my store didn't have mugs. They had the trays. They had what looked like table runners. They had stuff like that. They didn't have any mugs or anything like that. Were you able to get you some mugs? Thank you. So Tanya, do you know what you're going to do with the mugs? Well, Virginia didn't have pop shelves either. I didn't go to pop shelf until um, the last of October and November. I was in Georgia, and Georgia, right down the street from where we were staying, they put a new pop shelf. So I couldn't wait to go there. And the same week I got there on a Sunday, and that I want to say, I think it was from Wednesday to Friday. That Wednesday morning, I was looking at I was looking at some YouTube stuff, and somebody posted that Pop Shelf had a sale on their candles, and they had a sale on these trays. And I made a couple of these are actually where is the tray? Here's the tray. They're actually jewelry organizers, cosmetic organizer. And these were $1 at Pop Shelf as well, but I don't they only had five, so I was only able to get what they had. I wish they had more, because this is what I did with them. I made this one, and I made this one, and the last one was this one. Is what I made with those trays. So I have two more of those trays left, and I have no more. But I hate to pay full price for them, but when I go back down there, I might have to get some more of those. Now, what you can do with your mugs, if you get a mug and this part is too small for whatever it is that you're doing, let me see if I got a piece of cardboard. Where did I put the cardboard? Let's say this mug was smaller up here at the top, and I really couldn't get anything in there. I would take this cardboard and I would draw on here. I would draw on here, make this circle of the circumference of, let's say it was this and it was smaller, and what I wanted to put in here wouldn't fit. Then I would just flip this over, take a pen and trace around it, and then I would cut it. I would put some um, packing. I would put some packing paper in it, so it would kind of give it some stiffness. I would take this piece that I drew, and I would tape it on there, and then I would put my items. Let's say not this necessarily, but I would take this, and let's say I'm trying to put a lotion I would put those items on there like that with the circle already. And then just take them down real good. And that way you can make it how you want to make it. And to me, that's something easy to do with your and then just think about when you, Tanya, when you're doing those and you're trying to figure out how you want to make your mugs with those for the for your football mugs, just think about what they do when they're sitting around watching the games, and then put that kind of items on the top of there. Thank you, Sunnies. Yeah, you can just do almost like when I do these. I'm gonna take one out that's already done. It's like I was making this gift for a lady. Okay, it was a really inexpensive gift. Where here's the cup, here's the top. I gave her some chamomile tea and hand wipes. And then I gave her hand soap and I put it all in a bag. I'm not sure if and I'll go back and look after the video is after the live is finished to make sure that I am subscribed to everybody that's here. And everybody that's here, go check out other people's video, of other people's channels and subscribe to them if you're not subscribed to them. Tanya, yeah, I want to know that also. Tanya, do you have a channel? Impressive Designs by Shawnee, do you have a channel? No, Tanya, that's don't even look at it that way. It's not a point of you say you shake too bad and it's embarrassing. Is they don't have to see your face. Shawnee, I'll go and check and see if I'm subscribed to you. And if I'm not, I'll subscribe to you today. But Tanya, some when I've watched a lot of people's videos, I've been watching people's videos for a year and I've never seen this lady's face ever. All you see is her hands making whatever she's making. No, I would sit down and just get your phone, sit there, turn it towards your hands, and then because whatever it is that you like doing and that you're doing, you saying my hands shake real bad, but you complete whatever it is that you're working on. So whatever it is that you're working on, do it, video it the same exact way that you're working on it because you get it done. Yeah, I'm with Shawnee. I would not, don't let that stop you. Yeah, I would go ahead and start a channel, and if nothing else, start your channel by doing this. What all do you do, Tanya? You make baskets? You make baskets, right? Okay. What I do a lot of times is just like I have a video coming out this morning at 10 o'clock. I put all of the items, these items right here, are over there on my table. And all I did was put them down. I don't have them in bags or anything yet because I hadn't done that part. I put all of them down. I have 10 of them because it's an order that I'm working on. I put all of them down, and then I got my camera out and I went and I put it, turned it on video, and I recorded every last one of them 10 items. And then I went, soon as it finished and I was under a minute, I cut it off. And once I put it under a minute and I cut it off, then you can upload it to your as a short. I added music to it, and you'll see it in the morning. And you can do that. You can, instead of seeing you actually put it together, just put it together and then show a picture, then video it. And like you'll see mine's in the morning when it comes out, how all I did was videoed each one of them, all 10 of them. And then later on tonight or later on this evening, when I get finished, I will turn around and I'll go back and I will put them all together, put my bow on them, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to video them again. And this time on there, like I said, getting ready to put this custom order together. Now, when I do the next video, I'm going to say, excuse me, I'm going to say order completed or order finished, ready to go to customer. And you'll see it in a bag with the bow on it, ready to go. Yeah, by no means. Don't let that stop you. I just started. I will be at 1 year with making my first. I got to figure out what day it is because I want to do something special for that day. I made my first short almost 1 year ago. It was close to December when I did the very first one. And I'm now here at almost a year, and I have, I think, almost 1,200 subscribers. So no, don't, by no means. I was scared. I was scared to do my first live. Matter of fact, I was scared to do this live. I kept putting it off and kept putting it off. And I said, no, I was told by a very good friend, I call her a very good friend. She told me, Miss Lillian, only way that you're going to get comfortable doing these lives is if you start doing them. So I said, as I sat here and I kept saying, no, just keep doing working and don't go live. Don't worry about it. You don't have to go live. And then I talked myself into, I said, no, hit the live button and go ahead and finish what you was working on. And that's what I did. So yeah, we have to encourage each other. We have to encourage one another. Um, and we have to be each other's cheerleaders. Because the enemy is, as the Bible said, the enemy is out here to kill, steal, and destroy. And he is going to kill, steal, and destroy anyone that allows him to do that. And we're not going to allow him to do that. And as long as he knows we have a fear, he will capitalize on that. And one of my fears was going live. It's nothing for me to sit here and do a video of something that I'm doing. It's nothing for me to actually just do some shorts of stuff that I've already done. Where I had my whole issue at was going live because I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. That was a fear. He knew that was a fear. But I didn't let that fear stop me tonight. I said, well, it was 3 o'clock. Well, it took me a whole hour and a half before I did say okay. But I started working around one something, putting together those ideas that I was showing you that I had done. But then around 3 o'clock, I said, "You're still sitting here. You're still working on projects. Hit the live button and go ahead and do your project while you live." And what I learned is also is it's not important. To me, it's not important starting out that I have 50 or 100 people watching me. I can have two people watching me, and that's fine because I'm gonna still keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep talking and the whole 9 yards, because we have to crawl before we walk. So, Sanice, what you waiting on? You got to start your channel as well. And like we just said to Tanya, if your issue is you don't want to be seen, too many people are doing starting their channels and they're not turning the camera on them. They're turning the camera on what it is they're working on. Yep. So like I said, we got to be each other's cheerleaders. We have to push each other to get out there and start. I was told I've been doing embroidery since 2005. And when I was living in Georgia, a lot of people used to tell me I had the best kept secret in Georgia. And I kept saying, "What are you talking about?" They were talking about the my work and how good my work was and said I had the best kept secret in Georgia because nobody knew I knew how to do this. I didn't really advertise. I didn't have a website. Well, I still don't have a website. Um, but because I make a lot of one of a kind items and I kept saying, "Well, how do you make a website with a one of a kind item?" And I only make one of it. And like when I make jewelry, I only made one of that particular jewelry. I never made two, three, four, five of the same thing. So I was like, "Well, how do I make a get a website to show somebody something that I can make for them when I only make one of it?" And whoever it is I made it for, I'm not gonna make a second one for somebody else because they saw it. But now, like I said, almost one whole year later, I don't have the best kept secret in Virginia anymore or in Georgia when I go back there because now I put myself on Facebook and everybody can see what I do now. Yep, you can video your inventory and storage. I didn't even I had no idea. I love to shop. I love to go look for things for people. Like somebody asked me, "Can you find such and such a?" Yeah, I'll go out and look for it. So I don't mind going out shopping and all of that kind of thing. But I had no idea that I was going to end up with 63 videos. Because I think when I looked at it, the last one today, this yesterday before I got on, I think I had 63 videos that had to do with hauls. And I was totally surprised that I had 63 videos that all had to do with me purchasing stuff. Now I have a whole craft room. I have my whole basement is my craft room. I have it separated in different parts. I have this one big area that I have four tables, two turned vertical, two turned diagonal. I mean, two turned horizontal. I'm sorry. And I have all four of them together in the middle of the room. And then I have all these things on the outside of them. I have the different cutters. I have four cutters. And then you go in another room. I have commercial embroidery machine and another embroidery machine. And then you go in another room and I have my heat presses. And then you go in another room is where all my storage stuff is. So you can find the area and say, this is just where, and just get you one of those little 3 foot, 4 foot tables and say, this is where I'm going to film everything that I do. And just start putting stuff on that table and recording it. Because you can do 60 minutes or up to 60 minutes, and you can add music to it. And if you go over 60 minutes, because now it allows you to do 3 minutes, I mean, I'm saying 60 minutes, 60 seconds, 1 minute. If you go over 60 seconds, it allows you now to do 3 minutes. But when you do 3 minutes or 2 minutes, you don't have any music. But it's like at that those one for those particular ones, you talk. They don't have to see you. You can talk about what it is you have or what it is you're working on or what it is you're doing. Or I just went to Ollie's, or I just went to Big Lots, or I just went to the Dollar Tree, and these are the items I found, and just video those items. Oh yeah, I have a lot of toys. I have a lot of gadgets. Um, that is I can't I'm not gonna say it's my downfall, but that's kind of like one of my downfalls because I love gadgets. I love different toys, as my husband said. I have a lot of toys. And I'm a firm believer of one of those. I'm one of those people that you even like when you have these guys who are carpenters and have all of these trades. Well, the best thing you can do is not the worst thing you can do. I'm sorry, is not have the proper tools for the trade, because all that does is make your job harder, make you not want to do it. It irritates you, all of that. And I don't believe in that. So if I have like for instance, my 4 cutters, I have all kind of tools to go with those machines. I have all kind of vinyl. Um, you name it, I probably have it over there in one of them drawers, but I have everything that I need to run those 4 machines. Yeah, and believe me, if you're getting ready to have a knee replacement at some point, you are going to be down. So let's say I don't know if you crochet or um whatever crafts you do, but that would be a good time to get you a nice little bag together with all your little tools of something that you want to be able to do while you're in your downtime. Now, what I used to help out different event planners doing wedding flowers, doing the bouquets, doing decorating, all of that. I would help them out doing that. And I did that for many years. I don't do much of it. I haven't done any. I guess I say I haven't done any in the last 6, 7 years now. And I hadn't done a basket since 2000. And I did my first set of baskets for Christmas presents last year. And then when it came time close to Valentine's, my husband asked me, was I going to make Valentine's baskets now that I did those Christmas baskets? And I told him, I said, well, I hadn't really thought about it, but I guess I could. And I ended up making 56, I believe, somewhere along there, with the for Valentine's Day. And then when Mother's Day came, I ended up making like 96 baskets. But Denise, that's a long time. 27 years doing baskets. So you definitely be able to teach us teach us some stuff. Well, I guess as you can see, I kind of stopped after we did this project here. I kind of stopped doing my projects, and I'll get back to them later on this evening. Yeah, I've heard people say fibromyalgia is nothing to play with. And I don't have the doctors. I forgot what it is that they tried to tell me that I have that begin with a S that has to do with your lower back and your hip. But I have problems with my lower back and my hip. So there's sometimes that I'm able to come down here and sit down and work, and then there's other days that my hip and my lower back be hurting, that all I do is just lay in the bed or sit in the bed with ice packs or heating pads, and I don't come downstairs at all to do any work. So I try when I get yes, that's it, sciatica. When I get when I get a chance to come down here, I try to go full force as much as I can, because I never know when I can't. So like in the last 2 days, I think I finished about 30 different baskets, and I haven't taken pictures of all of them or video, did a short on for all of them, but I'll probably be doing that before the ending of the day, before I get back on tonight, because like I said, some days I'm down for a couple of days, and I can't come and sit down here at my table and do stuff because my hip would hurting too much. So, but what I like to do when I go doing my setups is either I'm gonna lay, like I have two 4-foot tables over here, and then I have this one 6-foot table. And what I do is I go get items, um, like my bath wash, lotions, different items that I want to put together, and I'll go lay them all out on that table, where I might end up laying 30 different sets on that table. And then I'll go get containers to start putting with them. Or I do like Mother's Day, I did it reversed. I had went bought all these containers. I didn't realize I had bought 96, but I went and bought all these containers, and I just laid them out on all three of these tables. And then I just started buying items to put in them. And then I came back and I said, okay, a lotion, a bath gel, a some bath bombs, some hand lotion, like that. And oh, wait a minute, my phone going out. Give me 1 second. Let me get a cord real quick. Oh no, 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 no. Where is the piece? I'm sorry. Hold on, hold on. I gotta pull it up for a minute so I can charge it. There we go. I did not realize my phone was about to die. So because my phone is about to die, I better get off of this video now, and I'll be back on, and we can do some more. Um, we can do some more with the candles later on this evening. So thank you all for sticking with me, and thanks for talking with me and giving me ideas. And we will continue later on this evening. Shanice, just always know that God said He will be there with us always. Because some of those times when I'm upstairs and I'm really hurting and I'm in pain, I don't tell anybody. I don't tell my husband. I don't do anything besides I just look up and start talking to him and tell him, if I have to go through this, I know that you are with me, and you said you would never forsake me. You said you would never leave me. So if this is something that I have to go through, then it's something that I have to go through. But the thing that I know about, if I have to go through this pain or deal with this pain, I know that He's there with me. I know that He's there with me. And to show that that's one of the things that I stand on. Um, when you come in my front door, there is a picture of God carrying a woman, and that woman is me. When I bought that, I bought that because I said that's God carrying me. And then I saw the same one, and he was carrying a man. And I told my husband, I said, that's you. We now have that picture. We have one hung up one on one side, one hung up on the other side, and then in the middle is a picture of God. And I told him, I said, so whenever I get down or things really get to hurting, I get in a lot of pain, sometimes I just go over and I look at that picture. And I say, God, I know that you got me. I know I'm in pain. I know I got to go through this, but I know that you're carrying me. And then I'll go on and tell him, I was like, then I can deal with whatever it is I have to deal with. So I want to just let Shanice, I want to let you know that as well. Whatever you're going through, and when you're in pain and everything, He got you. He's right there with you. Yep, I play my gospel music. I be lighting up this house, and I just tell them, I know you got it. I know you got it. I know I got to go through some things. As I get older, I'm going to go through things. But like I said, as long as I know that He is with me and He's got me, I can endure whatever I have to endure. Thank you, Velma. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry that I'm just seeing to speak to you. But we're gonna come back on tonight around between 11 and 11:30, and we're gonna talk about us making putting these candles together like this. I'm gonna practice a little bit on some before we get on, so that I kind of try to have some ideas done, and maybe some bows done or something like that. But I'm definitely gonna practice this bow design that I call myself trying to make. So it is 5:30 my time, and I think it's time for me to go to bed and get me a little bit of rest, and maybe I'll get up, sleep until about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then I'll get up and get started. But I think I need to run out to the store, because I need to get some matches for the candles, and I need to get some flowers with silver in it, because I got gold flowers. Now I need some flowers with silver, and I'll probably try to find a couple more poinsettias, because these can go as for Christmas presents. And then probably later on, maybe because I'm not going to do all of them as Christmas gifts. I want to do some as Christmas gifts, and then I want to do the rest of them as general, so that they can be used for any occasion. Because I want to be able to use some of these for Valentine's, not necessarily Mother's Day. Mother's Day here last this year, when I went out for Mother's Day, I had to be careful. I had to keep my car air condition running because it got so hot that it was melting some of the candles. So I had to move everything that had a candle in it and put it in my truck. So I want to be then had the most of the candle stuff that I'm going to sell. I want to try to be then sold it for Valentine's Day and then just all occasions. So that's enough for me for now, and I will talk to everyone or see everyone later on tonight. For whoever decides to join me tonight around 11, between 11 and 11:30, and we'll have some more concepts to put together. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later on tonight. Bye.